y'all feel about that for even like the Jokic conversation? We've talked about that whole best in the world thing. People change. Oh yeah, okay, you're not a champion.
I don't like changing best in the
You know what
world
I'm saying? People
by every
change.
year. Yeah, I don't like that.
Year out. I don't get it.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in all honesty, I mean, I don't think it changes year by year. I think someone can have a better season than somebody who's having the best season. That can shift year by year basis. But just because you have a better season than somebody doesn't make you better than someone. I feel like the MVP, especially if we're talking about men's basketball, the MVP is not an indictment on who the best player in the world is at that very moment. Because there are a lot of times where the best player in the world is not the MVP. So
yeah, I think it's
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think it's a tricky balance of like acknowledging recency bias, like you don't want to be just a person of the moment, but also people do get better every single year, and people do have like certain seasons that like, okay, I'm a completely different player compared to seasons prior. I mean, that's the whole point of the most improved award. So it's kind of tricky on like, I am seeing this person play better than X, Y, or Z person, and I can't say he's better than X, Y, or Z person because what? Like, I know what I'm seeing, so I get it.
Think like this conversation, for example, from 2013 to 2018. There will be someone in the comments that will talk about a specific player season for sure. But the idea that someone looked at everyone in the league and said the best player in the world at basketball is not LeBron is asinine to me. like that's kind of where I'm at. Like Curry in 2016, probably just statistically greatest offensive season out there. If not, just definitely had a better season. Both of these things are arguable. The following season, they win 73 games, or I think the one before. Whatever. Who cares? I'm retired. Point is, I never looked at LeBron in his like absolute prime, which I do think is between those years, in my opinion, and was like, I don't know, man. Kawhi, that's a bad boy, or Kevin Durant, that's a bad boy. Even if Kevin Durant is the guy that hit the shot on LeBron, even if Kawhi Leonard is the guy that wins the championship, even if Steph Curry is the guy that wins the championship, I never said, oh, they didn't have a better. They can even have better seasons. I never said, oh, they're the best player in the world. Gun in my head right now is not LeBron James. I thought all of that stuff. It happens in football a lot too, but like football is a little bit more contentious because there's less games. But I can't stand basketball when you get 80 games, almost 100 games a year out of a certain player, and you flip flopping based on who holds the trophy or who wins a specific game. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think the tiers change much, but I'd like to hear y'all's opinion on this. Like, especially once we get into the upper tiers, like it does inherently get nitpicky. You know what I'm saying? So, like the nitpickiness is like kind of what changes every single year. So that's why those rankings kind of change.
It just gets to the point to where the nitpickiness feels biased. It's if we're being nitpicky and objective, that's one thing, but it just becomes biased nitpickiness, and that'd be my issue with it. That's why I try to stay as consistent as possible with, you got to check off. I don't want to say check off these boxes, but there's a clear, I feel like it's a clear sign when someone is genuinely the best in the world, or if we're just having a trade-off of seasons. I don't know. SA said, X, Y, and Z could win whatever championship, have whatever moment. Ain't nobody better than LeBron. I don't know what to tell you. You just ain't better than LeBron. You're fighting for two. So
even in the somewhat debatable 2019, definitely when you get to the 2020s, I would say, all right, now we can look and notice that the best player in the world has regressed a bit and other players have elevated their game. And then now it's like, okay, there's more evidence to a conversation per se. So what I really rely on elevation and a consistent decline. I don't think if LeBron goes out there and just randomly between these years, like how in 2015, for example, perfect example, everybody's been like ragging on LeBron James 2015, not his best year. This is the year, well, statistically, the Cavs are most easy to eliminate, things like that based on hypotheticals and numbers. Sure. But in that same, in like, if we really did our NBA Xenoverse game and 2015, LeBron had to face whatever miscellaneous matchup, I'm hearing like Miami could have beat him and stuff like that. Dog, I don't think a person alive in 2015 in the moment would have been like, oh yeah, tonight LeBron's going to be ass. Like this is not how it is necessarily. If the player has a disappointing year, cool, but I wouldn't my bad, I said that wrong. someone, even LeBron, if he were to be ass in that 2015 hypothetical game or year, I wouldn't then be like, yeah, he's just not the best player in the world. No, he just had a bad year. And I think that's very possible.
But this is my thing, though. If you're really like the best in the world, just earn it back. I mean, I think that's what Asia did. So, like, in the beginning of the year, everyone was, hey, Fee may be the best player in the world because of X, Y, and Z. And then Asia just proved it with her play. Stomped on, you know what I'm saying? Like, stomped on that narrative. And, yeah, I'm still the best in the world. So, that's why I don't have a problem with changing rankings. Because if you really are that guy, just fucking prove it. And then we'll change accordingly. I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel sheepy if I sat there and like when James Harden's dropping 50 every week, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's the best player in the world. Remind me, LeBron, that you're better. No, I know LeBron's fucking
I think
better.
it's one of
I
those
don't even
things-
sit there and ask him.
I think this is why Sage,
better.
because even if I remember correctly, this was around the time like Luca was or Luca and SGA, there was like some conflict between them and the league. Sage has even said this. Every single year, this person is like the measuring stick, and then every single year somebody will find a justification as to why X player that's being compared to them is better than them. And then we get to the playoffs, and then something happens, and then they get knocked out, and it's like, okay, well, Luca was always better. First, it was like Ant, and then it was SGA.
Was SGA before he was SGA.
Yeah, SGA before SGA and all that.
Even and shit.
But so like it's always these minuscule like, hey, his PR is 5 points better. He's got a better defensive rating by like 3 points. And I feel that's why I've definitely agreed with Sage continuously on that. At that point, we're just like really trying to force the issue here to say like, yeah, this person is better than this person for this minuscule ass reason.
I guess to move on, I'll defer to you here though. Who is was player A Collier? I'm saying
Nafisa Collier.
And is she like at least rationally debatable for 2, or do you think it's another case
for
of
2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's 2. She's 2. Clear
definitely
cut.
2.
Clear cut 2.
Is she rational case for number 1, or is it just this kind of thing in your opinion?
Hey, look. This is what happened because they do like a bad job as like GMs and for the Las Vegas Aces. They were like, yo, we're not gonna get a new center. Asia, you gonna definitely have to play some more center this season. We did a trade. We put a wash 2 guard on the team. They did some stuff. And so then halfway through the season, Asia was like, man, this is not working. I'm about to guard the perimeter. Shit, I'm guarding the perimeter. They got a forward playing 5, and she is like covering the perimeter and the paint at the same time. I don't know how anybody can rationalize that like she's anything less than or there like somebody else is in that conversation. I don't see it. I personally don't see it. I don't think it's nah, I can't even see it, gang. I ain't even gonna lie, especially after the second half of the season. But for best, let's round this out. Best in the world, WNBA. We decided that it was Asia. Best in the world, NBA.
Ooh, now that one is despite a lot of stuff. That one's rather close to me because I think the idea that Jokic defense underrated for me personally, it's just actually pretty. It's actually just pretty not that good. So I think that's opened the door for me big time right now. Ooh, NBA is very close.
Yeah, man. He resides in Los Angeles. And it's not LeBron. It's Luca. Like, what are we talking about? Luca is the best player in the world at this very moment. As long as he's not fat, he's the best in the world.
I exclude Luca from these conversations because that's cheating and I'm biased. If I can't say my glorious king, I hate to admit it, but it might. I think right now it takes a lot. It's very inconsistent for me, but I don't know what the vibe is. But so my brain tells me that rationally speaking, the guy that's a two-way player, scores on all 3 levels of the game, can pass and wins a championship. In what year, especially given the stats he has, in what year would we say that's not the best player in the world? But I don't know what the vibe. Like, my heart don't think he's the best player in the world, but my brain thinks outside of my glorious king he is.
Say it then. Say it.
I got Luca. I got Luca and SGA, man. Just one of them two.
Vsauce, go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta warm up, man. We gotta warm up. This is crazy. Yeah, it's Jokic and Giannis, man. You gotta stop playing.
You think Giannis is still in there?
Oh,
I give you Jokic because Jokic just declined for me again. I think his defense actually just is up.
If I had to just put numbers on it, it's Jokic, Giannis, SGA. If you want to include SGA in that tier 1, I wouldn't be mad at you. Luka though, hey, I get it. I get our biases, things of that nature. But this is why I said what I said earlier. Like, no way for years the race between Luka and Jokic and Giannis was that close. We saw what we saw last year, and I understand he was injured. And you just, Luka's still the best in the world. Like, I don't know. Just earn it back. That's my thing.
Giannis was the one who, yeah, you threw me with that one.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like, all bits aside, Giannis is the one that I kind of don't see a case for right now. To be number 1, I don't see a case for him. I know you did say he's 2 for you, but I don't see how you can put him over SGA right now.
Last sport, football, best in the world.
Ooh, it's Patrick to me. I don't know if Damo still got Mahomes. I'm pretty sure he do. But for me, it's still Patrick. I think despite the lack of regular season production in the NFL, again, is more reactionary due to less sample size at times. Josh Allen will play the best football for 18 straight games. To be blunt, if not, Lamar Jackson will play the best football for 18 straight games. If then unrationally question mark gods as to why Lamar's going to be a dropper and Josh Allen's going to lose when it matters most. And then there's the guy who was, are you sure we're that good? And then every time in the postseason, he either wins or shows you yes. I am not about to change the formula out of boredom. I'm not going to do it. I've never heard the clutch guy be the penalized guy before. It's only happened because everyone is, and they say it even, they're just sick of Patrick Mahomes because he was good ever since he started playing. It's still Pat Mahomes to me. Josh Allen damn sure has made it an argument though. Like damn sure.
I'm pretty sure for this conversation to even be had, we have to exclude the GOAT. So obviously I can't say Pat Mahomes. So the best player in football outside of the GOAT would be the greatest running back of all time, Lamar Jackson. He's an extreme talent. There's no way you can be a better talent. A running back to be able to do the things he does, be that accurate. I've never seen a running back this accurate, throwing the ball this consistently over this amount of time, this many years. The NFL genuinely can't stop it. So he is the best player I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. Ever. Lamar Jackson.
Okay. I'll even give Lamar some bail here. Last week's game was the first time in a while that I felt what Raven fans feel of, okay, what do you want him to do? It's not his fault. But there's a lot of times in these playoff games where he doesn't make too many mistakes, but they're big time mistakes and they lose. Again, I just don't see the year where, I just don't see the sport where that goes on and we're still saying he's the best. And it
racism
makes sense.
Racism.
No, yeah. Well, wait.
Racism.
To be, they racist against him though.
Oh my gosh.